Do something right now. No more excuses. Because yesterday's tomorrow is today. Subscribe. Click it. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget. That stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Listen guys, everything's gonna start Monday. Everything's gonna start with the new year. Everything's gonna start when insert condition, whatever that condition is, right? When your bills are paid, when you're motivated, you see that right motivational video, you see that right David Goggins or Tony Robbins or somebody firing you up, right? That right Joe Rogan podcast or somebody that is going to inspire you, right? Enough to do something. Well, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and say, no, it's time. You have to be so sick and tired of yourself, of your excuses, of always needing something to be right in place for you to start. You just need to do something today. When you do one little thing, one little action step, okay, it starts to build momentum. You know, they say when you got to get a lot of things done, write out a to-do list, right? Get a Post-it note, write down the things you got to do. You know, at this point I use my phone. I just use the notes for that. But there's times where I will use a Post-it note. I'll write down everything I need to do. Put it in order, put it any way you want, prioritize it, whatever. And all of a sudden, you cross off one thing. You cross off the second thing. Something starts to happen. Momentum. It starts to get you to want to take another action step. You start to get anxious to do it. You want to do it. You start watching the time. It's like a game that you have to play with yourself. And you just start to knock off one thing after another after another. Biggest mistake people make? Well, first off, it's not doing it at all. But second thing is not crossing off that last thing that you did on that to-do list. You need to see it completed. Okay? Put some finality. Put the nail in the coffin for it. It's done. And then you throw it away. Don't throw it away with the last thing not crossed off. Yesterday's tomorrow is today. Let's talk about that. Yesterday you were going to do this, you were going to do that. When were you going to do it? Tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's here. Oh wait, tomorrow's tomorrow? Yeah, exactly. So, the famous words from Rocky 3, there is no tomorrow. You just got to do it today. Is it going to be perfect? Maybe, but probably not. Just do it. Just do it. As the great Nike once said, right? Just do it. Or get her done. For all my hillbillies in the audience, you can do it. You just got to do it. There's nothing to it but to do it. The great Lee Haney, eight-time Mr. Olympia. That's bodybuilding for all you younger folk out there, or people that don't get into bodybuilding. But in all seriousness, you just got to do it. You just got to get it done. Start. Even if it's one thing today. If you do one thing, do this. Make the list. That's all you got to do. I challenge you to make the list. Why is it so hard for us to actually sit down, still ourselves? Do you have a bunch of games or entertainment or distraction, social media that's stopping you from starting because you're looking for your next little dopamine hit? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You know, that's like an addict. They got to sometimes, you know, just go cold turkey, dry out from it, feel the pain of loss, of change, and all of a sudden there's healing that's found in that. And all of a sudden, boom, when you're clear-minded, you go, what was I ever doing? I don't know anybody that's ever taken something that's a roadblock out of their life that actually missed it, because your life will be made better. More efficient use of your time, just like everybody else. You got 24 hours in a day, right? It's how you decide to spend them. That's all you got, 24 hours. Look at it from that position. Look at it from a sense of urgency, right? Prioritize. What is the most important thing to you? Sometimes I'll look at when somebody will say, like a teacher or a mentor, a leader, will say, you know, you got all these things you got to do in your day, but what's the most important thing? And it's true that you do have to work, you do have to sleep, you do have to eat, okay? But that leaves a lot of time in the day, a lot of time. There's always reasons, there's always excuses not to be successful. What you need to do is eliminate those excuses.